So here I am excited to see some new work that just dropped. What in... Wow.
It's shocking. It's shocking.
What is going on here?
I really do not look like that, and the kind of body I have has so much intricate detail to it. I really don't know how you could get away with photoshopping me. In terms of discoloring my body or blurring out certain areas that you believe aren't so appealing, you know, like an internet troll is something, it's cyberbullying, but for a brand to do something like this, and I really didn't have any words. It's taken me a couple of days to just let it sink in, and I thought that maybe I could just let it go. I find a new uploaded image of my entire stomach. My entire stomach blurred, and I have a flat stomach, no stretch mark. Pictures that I took myself, like, I love my body even more because of you. And then having to come and marks, my vitiligo is just like blurred. Yeah, DMs with people thanking me in the very same swimsuit with pictures that I took myself. Like, I love my body even more because of you. And then having to come and see something like that, like, how do you feel deciding that you would look a little better if this wasn't there, or if your rolls weren't there, or if your back was smoother, or if, you know, your skin was even? How? Like, it wasn't even in conversation. I'd even understand if, you know, I was asked if it's okay, can it be done, but I wasn't. I could have been asked or sent the images that am I comfortable with them posting these images? Am I happy with them? And at least get my consent that maybe I don't feel comfortable in the angles that I was shot in. So many things could have been done other than editing my existence, my body, and portraying me in a way that you believe is best perceived by the rest of the world. I think that, like, I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay for a brand to feel like they want to work with people and share authenticity and their truth, and they want to celebrate people's bodies and celebrate people's identity and show real bodies. And there you go, presenting yourself and place it in a way that they feel works because the swimsuit didn't fit properly. I don't know. My back rolls are coming out in a strange way, you know. So I even found it so hard to respond to these women because it just seems like it's a lie. Like, I'm literally representing a lie, and I choose not to do that. I choose to love and celebrate myself and live in honesty, an honest truth of myself, who I am, my identity, loving my body. You know, I deserve to be loved. I deserved to be received fully, without judgment, without feeling that I would look better if my boobs were like this or if this was that. Like, it took a lot for me. It took for me to get here. But I had to look back in retrospect at all the work that I've done. I did work with Cosmopolitan at some point where it was a full-page spread, writing a letter to my boobs, to my body, apologizing, saying I'm so sorry that I ever threatened to cut you up and slice you. I love you as you are. I love my body as it is. And even though I was even bigger at the time, I shot that content with them boldly because they were celebrating me, celebrating who I am, celebrating my identity as it is, celebrating the fact that I'm a mother, I'm a human being, and it's normal to look this way. It's normal to have stretch marks. It's normal to have flabby arms and be soft and cuddly. It's just okay. It's more than okay. It's even better. It's even better if you love yourself the most. And I really love myself. I love the person that I am. I love my identity. I love my being. I love my body. I love the person that I've become. I love who I've been all along. I love who I am. And that is just not for anybody outside of me to validate but myself. So this is not just for me, but it's for all the girls out there that really want to be out there, that want to be models, and they can't even get into that space because their bodies are not good enough, or because they don't actually see themselves. I do this for the girls that don't see themselves too. And the fact that I'm seeing myself, I see myself, I see myself on a billboard. But I had to look back in retrospect at all the work that I've done. I did work with Cosmopolitan at some point where it was a full-page spread, writing a letter to my boobs, to my body, apologizing, saying I'm so sorry that I ever threatened to cut you up and slice you. I love you as you are. I love my body as it is. And even though I was even bigger at the time, I shot that content with them boldly because they were celebrating. I see myself on a billboard in a swimsuit, unedited, just pure and beautiful. I see myself in magazines, unedited, as I am. I see myself in commercials with international people, with Kelly Rowland, for crying out loud, jumping into a swimsuit with all my flaps, with all my cellulite, with all my goddessness, because I am being celebrated and seen for the person that I am. How do you feel that it's okay for you to edit and blur me out and still see yourself as representing me? Oh, it's really overwhelming and shocking. And I thought so many times about writing. I thought about it. I thought about sending that email, but nobody had the decency to email me and ask me for my consent to edit my body.
Hi, SR Squad. You guys, this is so sad. Boitumelo Rametsi had a photo shoot with Mr. Price, but unfortunately she's not happy with the pictures because she said that they edited her pictures and nobody asked for her consent. They just photoshopped her pictures, rubbed out her stretch marks, cellulites, things like that, you guys. And I totally understand where she's coming from, but I also think sometimes a lot of things are ruined by misunderstanding or just not having a good communication skill. Sometimes something so small can just escalate to a point where now lawyers are involved, things like that are involved. Something that could have just been solved within 5 minutes gets dragged to a point now someone is suing this one. Sometimes I just think, honestly speaking, Mr. Price should have just communicated with Boitumelo or just show her the pictures before they published them, if she is happy. But honestly, what if again they didn't show anybody their pictures? This is how they work. You can never ever know. But I think also Mr. Price is wrong for honestly, because before brands choose to work with someone, they already know their work and they know that Boitumelo is authentic. She is selling authenticity. Anyway, as our squad, do comment down below and let me know, what do you think about this whole thing? Do you think Mr. Price is wrong for publishing Boitumelo's pictures edited? Or do you think Boitumelo is wrong on the other hand because they paid her whatever and they can do whatever they want?